Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lady B. It's been a while. I traveled. I went to see my dad. I've not actually seen him this year. This the first time I'm seeing him this year. And oh boy, like, come on, you know, it made me realize a lot of things. I realized I've been busy. I've been busy with my life, my career. I've been busy with my business, my family, and I forgot. When I saw him, I realized that time doesn't wait for anybody. My dad was was getting really older. Yeah, he looked far older compared to the last time I saw him. It just made me realize how fragile life is. He used to be when I was younger. He used to be so strong, and I think it's like I forgot that he will never get old someday. My mom is late actually, so he's the only one. So it just made me realize that as we are busy, we're doing our things. They get older. They're getting older. They're not waiting for us. And I just think from now, I just want to make the visits more frequent. You know, try and check up on him because seriously, they're getting old. And they're not waiting for us. They're not waiting for us. I also realized that anytime they see you, they're happy. They're light. They we light them up. Like they're really happy to see us. I went with my kids actually. My son has been on me like I want to see grandpa. I want to see grandpa. So my son was so happy to see him. He was so happy to see them too. Like my dad is really really good. I think he might is good with children. I don't know because my teenage years wasn't really fun with him. No. It was another story. I think I'll make a series on that. My teenage years wasn't fun, but I discovered my dad he's really good with children, so it was really fun. Him and the kids, you know. Our visit makes them happy. It really kind of lighten them up, you know. Our visit also, kind of makes it just helps them with they are less lonely because when you actually go to visit them you realize how lonely they are. He's the only one, and even if he's the only one now, it's a bit more lonely. So you just make them happy within that period, lighten them up. So some parents can even be sick, and just a visit to them will just make them feel better, feel okay. I've had of some parents that will not eat well, but immediately they see their children around, they begin to eat, they begin to feel better. So let's try and pay them that little visit all the time. And when you visit, you realize how fragile they really become. You really begin to see their struggles because when you are with them on the phone, you are talking to them, their voice is their voice is still very okay. So you don't really see what's going on with them. When you really visit and see them, it's got that even their walking steps is more slower, they are weaker, they are not as strong as they used to. You really find time, you really to discuss with them, how their health challenges, their day-to-day activity, what they eat and all that. So, it just you just it just makes you realize and see what they are really struggling with in their old age. And believe me, they're always happy to share it with you. And one or two ways you can step in, you can always step in and help. And visiting them also shows them that we appreciate their sacrifices, to that towards us when we're kids. Because come on, when we're younger, they practically sacrificed a lot for us. So, giving paying them that visit, I realized it shows them that hey, dad, mom, I appreciate all that you have done for me. And for me, like always like seeing them. With the experience I had with my mom, I think it's visiting my dad now. All I want, because they're not always going to be there with us. But what I want is memories. I want to have memories like, yes, I was there with him, I saw him, like I spent time with him. So that, when it will just be about regrets, when they're not always going to be there with us. So if you love stories that inspire, motivate, tackle real life issues, keep you up to date with trends, join me on Lady B Chronicles. Subscribe, like, and comment. Trust me too, you won't regret it. More series to come. Bye.